Hello everyone. So I gave a talk on the 1st of May during the Solid Symposium 2026 about the cooperative model and why it should be considered for solid-based businesses. And since this lightning talk was not recorded, I'm going to do it again here to be able to share it more widely. So my name is Sébastien Rosset. You may know me from the Activity Pods project that brings together the Activity Pub and the Solid project. And in the past 2 years, I've been busy creating a company called Reconnection. The main goal is to reach an audience outside of developer circle, to touch social apps creators, and also to gather more people around a large-scale societal project called the Universal Social Network. And finally, we want to find funding for our project, obviously. And when we started, we did not know if we wanted to choose a cooperative model or go to a more traditional path. And we had a very interesting conversation with someone who is close to business angels and investor and so on. And when we explained what we wanted to do, it was interesting because he said basically, well, that our model is too open and that basically it's not going to interest traditional investor because So in his opinion, we would better go directly to the cooperative model because it would fit more closely what we were trying to do. So you may wonder, why is that? What is so problematic with our model for that? Well, it's quite simple because the business model of most startup is to capture a market with a nice offer. And then once you have acquired customer loyalty, then you will try to extract the maximum value from your capture audience. But with Solid, it's a completely different mindset because with Solid, you do not own your user, you do not own their data. Your user are not really your user. They can switch anytime to any other application if they want to, or they can cut off access to their data if they want to. So basically, well, it's not yours. And this challenge, it does not only concern us for our project, but also all the potential clients that would want to build application based on Solid. And this is where the cooperative model can become interesting. And especially a cooperative model in France called the Société coopérative d'intérêt collectif, or cooperative of collective interest in English. And basically, just like the worker-owned cooperative, we have this concept of democracy with one person, one vote, and there is no speculation that is possible. But the difference with a worker-owned cooperative is that here, in the governance, we are going to integrate all stakeholders. It means not only the workers, but also the clients, the users, the beneficiaries, and so on. So for Reconnection, for example, we created several colleges. For example, the beneficiaries are the end user of our application. We have one college for all the application creators, and then one for our partners, and so on. And so with all this, we can say we have an organization that really is a common. But now we have brought all these people together. What should we do? What do we want to do? And to answer this question, I will show you this code that I really like from a past Solid Symposium. This idea is that Solid does not need a killer app. What it needs is an ecosystem of interoperable application. That's where Solid can really shine. And so for reconnection, we could have chosen to go to the traditional model of clients that wants to do project, and so we do project for clients. Well, that's the easy path. But the problem is that most likely we would end up with applications that have their own user bases and their own data, but there is no need to connect with other applications, because that's the way most applications work. And so people would not see really the advantage of using Solid. And possibly we would miss what we really need is this core of applications that can really work together. So for a connection, we decided to go this strategy of bringing together a community of actors so that we could create together an ecosystem of social, interoperable, and innovative applications. And when we talk about co-creating application, we are talking about the whole cycle of development, which means bring people together to imagine this application based on ideas and needs and so on, to communicate, to fund it, to develop it, and then once it's developed, to deploy it and maintain it, and possibly to get feedbacks and to imagine a new version of this application. And yeah, the idea is that all the actors would be on this whole development cycle. And if we can do that, we can have something that is a dream for many open source developers for a long time, which is called the digital commons. And I think with Solid, we can really reach this dream of digital commons, because we can have not only open source, but also open data. By open data, I mean data that can really flow easily from one application to one another, and also user and so on. So when we combine open source and open data, then I think we can reach this dream. I will finish this lightning talk with something that, that has appeared in France in the past few years, that maybe not so known in other countries. It's called the call for commons. So basically, the call for commons is very different from the traditional call for proposal, because in this call for proposal, all actors are in competition with each other. Only a few projects are selected, and the other, we don't know about them, basically. And so there is no really opportunities for cooperation between the actors, even if they may share the same goal. That works well for traditional startups, lots of business needs. But when we are talking with actors who have the same goals, and it doesn't work. And that's why the call for common is very interesting, because the idea is to have a place where we bring actors together, and with all these actors together, we try to identify the application that will address the greatest need. And finally, the commons are going to be selected based on the number of actors who want to work together to build them. So basically, cooperation is here from the start, and it really changed a lot of things. And that's why with Reconnection, we want to do such a call for commons to try to imagine and develop the core application of this ecosystem of interoperable application. So my conclusion is Solid is a very innovative project. It is ethical by design, and it fosters cooperation. So I would suggest that we should try to find business model that match its philosophy. And I hope I gave a few hints about direction that could be used. Thank you very much. Here is my email address, and also our website. For now, it's only in French, but with translator, you can easily get a hint about what we are doing. Thank you very much.